So guys, merong meme na kumalat sa Facebook the other day.
Naman?
Oo, pero hindi na tayo yung nasa meme. Pare si Susan Roses, tas nakaganon. Sabi niya, nakaganon. Sabi niya, we beat Vietnam not once but twice. So yung nangyari noong 2010, which sparked the revolution, naulit. So now, of course, with a smaller scoreline, 1-0, but still, it's a win, di ba?
Pero wala si Chris Greatwich.
Ibang usapan pa yan. Pero hindi tayo. Ang nagbabalik.
Just my personal sentiment.
Correct. Pero ang nagbabalik niyan, si Chiefy, syempre, di ba? 85th minute goal, 86 minute goal.
Crucial yung 1 minute.
Correct, patapos na 86 minute goal, mga kapuso. So, iniligtas ni Chiefy ang Pilipinas.
Yeah,
because we needed that win because that was the second of the 3 group matches. Syempre, ang nagbabalik na isa pa, walang iba kung hindi si Ginoong Roy Moore. Ginoo! Fresh from Bangkok, guys.
Bangkoks. How was Bangkok?
Well, just to go back from the intimate with Coach Anto episode.
So, medyo naging ano na ba?
Hangover 3 pare.
May namunga ba?
Well, the reason he was cut wasn't due to football. So there was other injuries that were sustained from other activities.
It's so wrong. Sounds so wrong. Pero, I mean, eto na lang.
Si Coach Anto, batiin nyo.
Coach Anto,
nilalait nyo tapos di nyo binabate.
Welcome back, right? Sobrang
welcome back.
Kasi coming from the last episode doon na Tineo and all that.
Correct.
Na-miss kasi
Oo naman.
Selos na ako.
Kanino?
Yung intimate episode.
Oo nga, wala tayo pareho nun
Anyway.
Okay, baka isip na tayo yung nag-intimate somewhere. Teka, okay. Tapusin na natin to. So, from someone who was in Bangkok during the whole group stages, what happened during the Vietnam match? Especially with that very, very special goal from Chiefy on the 86th minute. We thought we were going down at 0-0. How was it? How was it for the Filipino crowd that was there?
Obviously, it was great. It was a great moment there. A lot of the people we know, the fans we know that managed to get across there, loved it. They had a great time. The game itself, it seems like with all the games, really, it was the substitutions that made the biggest impact. Angel Dorado's chip to Chiefy.
Chiefy was coming off the bench in this match, right?
Yes.
He was dropped from the first game. He was pretty anonymous in the first game. But then in the second game, he obviously makes the impact substitution, gets a good finish, and wins it late on. Even Vice afterwards was saying like it looked like it was going to be a draw. Remember, he wasn't on the bench for the game.
He was in the stands.
Yeah.
After that,
to be honest, I think most people were there. Were like they didn't really blame him for that. They were like, okay, in your shoes, we do the same. The guy had almost taken out Kagara with his knee.
Actually, feeling ko mabait pa ngayon ganun yun.
Free throw Etong sayo.
So the substitutions were the biggest difference in the game. In the first half, it was pretty much the same story in all the games, really. The first half was really even, could have gone either way, but no one really made any good chances. There was no clear opportunities as such. And then the substitutes were the ones who were able to change the game. Vietnam, they're on the decline. They're going down a lot more. Their top striker, Lee Kong Bin, he's got a really good goal ratio. I think it's in the 30s to 50-something appearances. But he's just in terrible form. He's only got 1 goal this year.
Yes.
And Vietnam have really suffered as a result. They can't get scoring, and that's where the Azkals were able to.
He was the one who scored in that 1-1 draw with Myanmar, right? Was it?
Lee Kong Vin. I think he's only got 1 goal this year.
Hindi pa ata siya nun.
Oh, not even that one.
The first one was the number 14.
Oh, okay.
I forgot his name now.
Ako kasi nga, we were talking about this with you and with Miko one of the nights before that. About the difference between the Thailand game and the Vietnam game.
Yes.
One was gameplay before in the Thailand game were puro direct. Long balls and all that. But now, talagang we were using the width of the field.
Yes.
As in, you'll see the ball on the left, and then suddenly, if it was very, very compact in terms of defensive line of Vietnam, would transfer to the right, and so we would pick apart their defense. Nung start lang, we had a hard time finishing. Definitely, the finishing was off. But one thing that we were in agreement with was, we need to find a way to the insertion of Jason De Jong was very crucial because during the Thailand game, the problem was most of the midfielders were looking forward. Everyone was looking forward, and honestly, it was just the back line and the forward line. The midfield line was non-existent. But with the insertion of Jason there, he was able to skim the ball from left to right. His vision was not just forward, but it was left. It was really wide.
Being the defensive midfielder that he is,
he was able to the same way that the Philippines was using the back line as somewhat to skim the ball left and right. He was that part. He was playing that part. So the good thing was, he was able to utilize the width, and with the insertion also of Patrick Reichelt there, on the speed really burned Vietnam, especially the right back during the first half. And then obviously Angel Guirado and Chivi Calignong were off the bench. When Angel came in, actually personally, his first touch, second touch,
I think we've said a lot of.
He could do better.
A lot. Yeah,
he could do better.
Frustrating.
Very frustrating. But then, I don't know, with this duo in terms of celebration with suddenly it sparked with Angel seeing. I really thought first and foremost I would give it to Dennis Wolf with that decoy run.
Yes.
Because when Wolf came in with that decoy run, the central back followed him. That left enough space for Chifi. The right back was the one who was trying to catch up to Chifi. And the second good thing there was the miscontrol of Chifi. Because if he controlled it straight towards the goal, the slide would have got that ball. But he miscontrolled going to the left. So when when the defensive line of Vietnam was going down on him, was trying to slide, he was able to
side of the net,
push it towards away, and then great finish, very clinical finish. So we had most of the possession. The finishing wasn't there. Good thing was, Chifi validated himself from the first game.
Yes,
he really made the impact. Coming from a very dismal effort from the first game against Thailand, he was non-existent there. Coming to second game as a substitute, he was a super sub there.
And it was nice actually, and we'll get to that later. But it was those players who were singled out during the Thailand match who actually redeemed themselves in the latter two matches. You mentioned Chifi, and of course Phil. And Angel, diba? So
it's really though, you got to see the difference between Thailand and Vietnam. Vietnam is so on the decline.
Yes.
The way they play is a pretty much 4-4-2 system. You're able to look wide with them. Thailand, they controlled the center. They bossed it. I mean, Thong Lao was amazing. I think he's the best midfielder in the competition by a long stretch. And then playing into Tirisil, and the way they played the game, they controlled the middle, and really they made the Philippines anonymous in the centre of midfield.
I would say
and then, as you're saying, like Dan Palami after the game was saying how they needed to stop with the long balls. In Thailand, that was really their only route, their only escape. It was like they're bossing them in their own half.
So just get the
ball away from you.
Of course, exactly. So when you get sucked into that, all the players were back, and you had that lone striker on himself, and it's the only route left. Against Vietnam, we were able to play our own game because they had home field advantage as well, Thailand. So they had a lot of advantage there, and the Thai crowd is pretty big in the stadium. It's a big stadium.
I mean, even though there's a civil unrest there,
yes, apparently that day there was something going on.
And that's actually a good thing for us, even because the crowd wasn't that large.
I was saying, remember we were on Twitter and we were saying where's the crowd? Where's the Thai crowd? This was supposed to be their opening match, diba? At home, and no one was there
because of that. I mean,
of course,
I would say that coming to the semis and to the, I would honestly, I would say it now. Thailand will be in the finals, definitely. So I would expect a very, very hostile crowd whenever we play. If we ever reach that part that we play Thailand, it's a very hostile crowd.
Right.
Thais are the favorites for the Suzuki Cup now.
Yes, definitely.
Alright, so meron pa ano mamaya, may discussions pa moving forward to Myanmar and of course to the semis against Singapore. But for more updates on the semis and the Suzuki Cup, do follow us at FTW Sports.